SBR Forum's Inside the Lines is brought to you by Ladbrokes.
We are previewing Week 16 in the NFL here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with Doug Upstone from sports-watch.com. Doug, the second game we're going to talk about is Washington at Philadelphia. Washington, of course, RG3 or Kirk Cousins, very successful on the field. Before we start, tell us a little bit about sports-watch.com.
Sure, Peter. Sports-watch.com is a sports monitor. It covers the whole realm of the sports to be monitored. We break down things, for example, not just regular season football, but we segment the playoffs or the bowl season. So people got a great opportunity to see who's going well and who's not going well. And the other thing is that we also are big on is full disclosure. So you not only see the people that are doing well, but you see the people that are not so doing well. So it gives the purchaser a real indication as to how these different handicappers are doing, and it ends up being very true.
Yeah, full disclosure is the wave of the future in the business world. I know that for sure. So maybe you've got bright things ahead of you at sports-watch.com. All right, Washington at Philadelphia is the game we're going to talk about here. Washington, of course, RG3 or Kirk Cousins. They're winning, playing well, looking good on the field. They're 5.5-point favorite at Philly. And, they're in the thick of the playoff hunt. And Philly, of course, is crumbling in all areas this season. I'm thinking, you got to take Washington here, although it feels a little trappy. It feels a little, like the public is obviously going to, jump all over Washington. And I wouldn't be surprised to hear later in the week that the Sharps are taking Philly. What do you like here?
Yeah, when you look at this type of game, I think it's really a challenge to handicap late in the season, especially when there's a couple elements in play for the inferior team. Does an underdog really care about playing this game? Or do they just go through the motions with the idea of just picking up a paycheck? Now, Philadelphia is 4-10, and I think the players have tuned out Andy Reid. And despite having arguably two of the maybe top 8, maybe top 6 cornerbacks in the NFL, the Eagles have gone 8 contests, Peter, without an interception, which is just another area that highlights the problems this team has had. Now, as you mentioned, Washington is officially in the hunt to be division champions for the first time since 1999. Peter, I was really impressed with the Redskins coaching staff last week because they stayed with the offense's core principles using quarterback Kirk Cousins. Coach Shanahan trusted him to run much of the same offense that RG3 used, but with a little money, and he was terrific in Cleveland last week. Now, reports as of Wednesday show Robert Griffin III practicing this week, and I quote, looking smooth. But honestly, Peter, I don't think it matters who plays quarterback for Washington as long as it's not Rex Grossman this week. The most important thing for the Redskins coach have to do is to convey to their team that is about being aggressive and starting fast, because teams like Philadelphia at this point of the season will roll over like a stuffed bear that hit the bonanza going through an open dumpster. With the Eagles 1-7 against the spread versus an NFC East partner off a non-division road game, Washington waxes Philly 27-14.
It makes a lot of sense to me, and I think I might bet it. It just feels a little suspicious, feels a little trappy, but we'll see how it turns out. Thanks, Doug. Great.
I agree. It does. There's elements about it, like I say, and if Washington doesn't come out, right from the start and give Philly a reason to hang around to play for 4 quarters, they could be in trouble. But if they're smart and they do what they're supposed to do, they'll come out and take care of business quick.
Yeah, I think they'll take care of business one half or the other. Thanks, Doug. Great preview.
Thank you, Peter.